Hello YouTube, Ziggy here, and welcome to our first episode of Rimworld. A lot of people were actually requesting that we start a series on Rimworld, so here we are. And for those that don't know what Rimworld is, it's essentially a, how can I say? I don't want to say it's necessarily a strategy. It's sort of like a crafting survival, I guess I would describe it as that, except you don't control specifically your colony in this case. You're sort of like in a godlike position, and you essentially give orders and restrictions and tasks for people, and they just kind of run on their own. For those who have played, what was it? Banished, for example, is very similar to that. Obviously, Dwarf Fortress, that for those who have played, I know there are probably very few of you probably have played it, but it's very more or less in that style. No Moria, for example, it's all more or less the same style. So I'm not going to stay too long at this screen here. I'm kind of going to go through the details of how the game works. This is not going to be a super exciting episode, or at least maybe the second half of it will be, but the first part is sort of setting up our colony to begin with. So I'm going to go through, I'm kind of try to go through it a little bit briefly, but I still want to give some details to you guys. So here we go. We have the different types of scenarios that we have here as we're creating a new colony. We have the Crash Landed, the Rich Explorer, and Lost Tribe. This kind of sets the tone for the amount of resources that you have, the amount of colony members that you have when you start, and essentially additional resources that appear on the map. So Crash Landed is the typical one that I usually play when I'm playing Rimworld, which is also what they consider to be the classic Rimworld experience. You have the Rich Explorer, which I've actually never done myself, but essentially you are all alone with a lot of resources. So the only way to get new colony members is through adding members that come to visit you, and so on and so forth. And then you have Lost Tribe, which you have more people, but a lot less in terms of resources, which is probably a little bit more for the seasoned veteran, which I will admit I am not. I really do enjoy this game, but I do not consider myself good at all. So I almost clicked next on the Lost Tribe. So we're going to go with Crash Landed here, which gives us 3 colony members, decent amount of resources, and additional, I guess, items scattered throughout the map. All right, at this point, we kind of define the difficulty with 2 variables, I would say. One being the actual challenge level, which will stick to some challenge here, which is good for us to begin with. The other one has to do with the randomness of the events. So the idea here is essentially you were in a spaceship, it crash lands, or you and 3 other colony members crash land onto an alien planet. You essentially want to survive and rebuild a spaceship to get out of there and continue on with your space journey that you were on. So throughout your process of building up your spaceship, you have different events. You can have, like, they have, what do they have? Nuclear fallout. They'll have solar. I don't think they have nuclear fallout. I think they do, yes. They have solar flares, so if you have anything electrical, everything is essentially shut down. And these different types of resources here, or these different, I guess, storytellers, I guess you could say, will define how often and how difficult these events will happen. So, for example, Cassandra Classic will start with very easy or relatively manageable in the beginning to very difficult throughout your playthrough. Phoebe Chillax here will give you a lot of time between them. They won't necessarily be easy and then going to difficult, but there'll just be a lot of time between them. So this is typically the one that I do play until I get a little bit better, which I am not at all at that point yet, which we have Randy, a random over here, which he'll just smack you maybe 2-3 times with different events. It doesn't matter when it happens. He'll just do whatever he wants. So we're going to go ahead with Phoebe over here. Then we're randomizing the seed for the map. The size of it is fine like this. So let's just generate that. So here we have a map. The game is not at all played like this. This is just where you select where you're going to land, or crash land, I should say. You have different biomes that you could see. So if you're up here in the blue, you have the ice sheet. Then you have here in the tundra, you'll have the boreal forest. You'll have the desert, temperate forest. The dark green that you can barely see here is the rainforest. You'll have extreme desert and arid shrubland. Yeah, I misread that for a second. Okay, so what we want to have the most manageable kind of environment that we can get, and I do I do like mountains because it helps us protect ourselves from others. It gives us sort of like a passageway for us to essentially allow anybody that's trying to attack us to only come at us from one specific angle. So what do we have here? So one other thing that I'm looking at here, the resource, or not the resource, but the variable here is the growing period. You can grow crops, and based on the area that you're in, you may or may not be able to grow crops year-round. I want to be able to grow crops year-round. So let's see. So I had one spot down here. I also may want to avoid being around any kind of factions. What do we have here? I think we're good right here. That's year-round, sandstone, limestone, marble, sandstone, granite. I guess granite could be good. Sandstone, granite. What do we have over here? Sandstone, marble. We use marble, I guess. All right, let's go to this one here. Here we go. Sandstone and granite. So we're going to select this spot, and then from here we're going to have like a zoomed view as soon as we start our game. We're going to have a zoomed view to see exactly what everything looks like. I think we have everything. Okay. Character screen. So from here, you have 3 characters that you could select. I'm going to attempt to rename. I don't know if I can actually rename them once the game has started, but either way, I will try to rename them for subscribers. Right now, I don't have the list with me. I just really want to get the initial portion of the game started here. So what we have is the different types of skills, and you can randomize these people, and they just change names. Obviously, they have all these traits that change, and the skills that change as well. So I would like to focus somebody with high-end melee and shooting. I would like somebody with. They don't necessarily have to be together, but I need somebody decent at cooking. I need somebody with construction, growing. Mining is very important if we're going to go in the mountains, because I tend to change my strategy. My initial strategy is to kind of like dig into mountains and create our shelter from there. But in the long run, it doesn't really work out because we end up needing, they end up not liking it. It's not very pretty in there, etc., etc. So we'll see what we can do with that. However, we're getting a very high mining here. Very high mining, very high it could be better. It could always be better. The randomization here is very wonky sometimes. Oh, I should have kept that. That was a 12 of shooting. But that's okay. Here we go. Here we're going to keep this. So you're not a cook, but you're an excellent shooter. Melee. You're good with animals. That'll be nice. You're good with construction. Decent in mining. Crafting, research. Okay. So Max here, we're going to hang on to you. You were the pilot. You were a pilot. However, what we need to be careful of is what we have in terms of the traits. He apparently is a nudist. He's ugly and nervous. So a nudist and ugly is probably not a good combo here. But whatever. He likes being naked once in a while. Incapable of scary or being scared, I'm assuming. I don't know. Cooking. So we know they can't cook. And cleaning. Whatever. I think we can manage with that. His health... Torso, old gunshot. I don't think that's much of a problem. His heart, artery blockage. I don't think I like that. All right, we're gonna move on. I don't like artery blockage. That's probably gonna lead to him dying on us fairly soon in the beginning. Oh, this is nice. You're incapable of mining, really? You're that good of a shot, but incapable of mining? I don't know if I should keep you. All right, let's go on. Medicine's good. All right, you're able of doing everything. You're just a jack of all trades, but not very good at anything. What do we have here? Crafting unable. You're at 0 here. Ugh. Come on, we gotta find something here we can use. All right, 8 is good. It's not gonna go up very high though, is it? 9 medicine. No. Medicine. No. Probably gonna fast forward through this because it's taking a little while here. Mining is good. Growing is good. Construction is decent. Melee is decent. All right, we're going to hang on to you for now, Kevin. Wait, Kevin, what do you have here? You're incapable of dumb labor. We need dumb labor. At the very beginning, dumb labor is carrying stuff around. We need somebody that's able to do that. Let's see. Incapable of social. We need somebody who's sociable. This is difficult. This is difficult. Medicine, animals, cooking. You know what? I'd rather have somebody that's just average at everything, but able to do everything. All right, here we go. What do we have here? Cooking, growing, mining. The important stuff they're not able to do, of course. No. Here we go. We got to cook, animals, social, shooter. Mining is low, but he can learn. Cooking is very low, but can learn as well. Crafting, very important. We're going to go ahead with this, I think. Okay. Samantha, you're in. Oh, of course, you're incapable of dumb labor. All right, I think we'll manage. We'll manage with that. Too many people with no dumb labor kind of setup here. How was your shooting? 11 shooting. I think we're safe. We are safe with Samantha here. Let's see. We need somebody that's... You're actually not good at mining, nor growing. So mining, growing, cooking we need to focus on. Let's see what happens here. All right, here we go. Mining, growing, very high. Actually, everything is really good on this person, except they cannot shoot. They cannot do research, which we can manage. How's your construction? Okay. So we need... We're going to hang on to you. Herdina. Actually, it's going to be Kelly. And finally, who do we have here? Do we have anybody capable of research? Yes, we do. Except we can't have Samantha doing everything for us here. Growing construction is relatively low for everybody, so we need construction to be high with one of our traits here. Here we go. No. Come on. A little bit more random. Can we get a decent number? Here we... This is the money shot. Here we go. All right, so we got John, Kelly, and Samantha here. No dumb labor for you. Too smart. Incapable of intellectual. Well, that's unfortunate, but we're going to take you anyway. Staggeringly ugly. Fast walker. Physically dull. Psychically. I can't read right now. Psychically dull. Whatever that means. Blitz here. Incapable of nothing particular. A little bit of asthma. All right, I think we're good. I'm going to put a pause right here because the game apparently crashes when I try to generate the map, and I'm recording at the same time, so I'll see you guys in a few seconds. All right, here we are. First message we have here. The three of you awaken in your crypto sleep sarcophagi. To the sound of sirens and the ripping metal. You barely get to escape the pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land in an unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. All right, so here we go. Things crash down. Everybody's here. First thing I do, I'm going to go ahead and pause this. All right. So we have the learning helper here. We have some alerts. This is new, actually. This is in Alpha 15C, if I'm not mistaken. So what we want to be doing here, first of all, is we have our map, okay? Everything that you see dark here is part of a mountain, and you can dig into, which I think in this case would be a very good idea to maybe use... Here we go. We could probably like use this area here. We have some water. I think this would be a smart move. I don't see anything else that would be particularly good here. All right, so we're going to use this area to dig into. So now that we have that set up, we need... we're going to find some zones. However, before we start that, we have our work table that we have right here. So work table defines what people are going to be doing. Except right now it's set on manual priorities. I like to control it a little bit more. So your priorities will change. So number one, they'll focus on that right off the bat. 2, 3, 4, you can kind of get the idea. So everything was set at 3 everywhere. You can kind of see there's a little flame here. You see one, there's a big one right here. Small ones here, small, small. And then obviously the lighter colored boxes are where they have higher skills. So you may want to focus your workers on these areas. One thing that I always set as high priority is firefighting. And right now, in terms of patient doctor, we're not going to worry about those because right now, I don't think it's much of an issue. We don't have anybody that's injured. Luckily, it's touch wood, but I know it's going to happen down the road. Not going to necessarily set anybody to bed rest. Here we go. So warden, we don't have any prisoners yet. We will eventually. Handle, so that's for animals. I suppose we're going to set Samantha for doing it. Samantha's like good at everything though. Set Samantha at hunting and handling. That's kind of a weird for both. We can also set her at cooking. Actually, you know what? We're going to set you... We're going to set you at this. We're going to set her like lower priority for that. What else do we have here? Smithing, tailoring, which we're not quite at yet. Crafting, and then research. So research, we're not quite there yet. All right, so I think Samantha for now... We're going to set crafting at 2. All right. Who is this? This is Kelly. Herdina. We're just going to say Herdina. All right, so handling, that's fine. I think we're going to set... Yeah, we're going to set her at cooking as well, just in case. Let's see here. Cooking. We're not going to set that a priority for her. Growing will be a priority for her. Mining as well. Can we? Yeah, we're going to set this one at mining also. 5... 2. Okay. So you're going to mine, you're going to mine. Plant cutting. Well, if you're growing, you should plant cut too. Smithing, all this stuff, that's fine. Art for now is really not a priority. We can get you on crafting. Hauling, not yet. Cleaning, not yet. We're going to deal with that down the road. We have Blitz over here. Blitz. Construction, very high. Repair, high. We're going to set you on 2 for growing. You know, we're going to set a 2 for these just because I know we're eventually going to need it. But for now it's all good. So I think our workload is okay for now. I think it is. All right. Now that that's done, we now have our items. We have our items and we have our 3 members. Where are they? Herdina, Blitz, and Samantha right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to set orders for mining right now. So I can't select who's going to do the mining, but I'm basically going to say I want you to mine in here. And then from here, we're actually going to start our shelter, I guess you could say. Once we have our mining set up, I also want to define zones. So we have zones and areas here. We have our stockpile and we have a dumping stockpile. So right now we're going to focus on our stockpile. So all of the stuff that we want to keep, we're going to dump it right here. And all the stuff that we want to get rid of, we're going to, I don't know. Let's say we're going to dump it up here for now. Let's just dump it here. No big deal there. We're never going to use that anyways. That is set up. Oh, I haven't played this a little bit. Okay, let's see here. What am I forgetting? All right. So once that starts, we can actually go faster from them. So what's the shortcut for this? There we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to set them up for cutting. All right. In terms of this here, what can we do? I wanted to... What are my options here? F. What is this? Oh, it's forbidden. Right. I don't want this item to be forbidden. Double click on it. Because for some reason, these items are automatically forbidden when they come in. I don't want any of it to be forbidden. Can I make sure that nothing is? I should probably give my my crew members some items here. Not forbidden. And I want... Who has the highest stats here? Let's see. Character. Shooting. Samantha is definitely going to pick up that gun. So I'm going to say equip that rifle, please. Who's our second best shooter? Character, you have 0. Well, that's going to have to be Blitz over here. So, whoops, I think I just paused that. We're going to unforbidden this. We're going to get him to equip this. So we have 2 people with weapons right now. All right. Now that this is done, we need to start constructing rooms. Doors as well. You know what? Before we actually go too far into this, I'm going to ask... We should probably start growing stuff right off the bat. So you know what? We're going to define some zones. So some growing zones. So I forgot where my... Where's my stockpile area? I think it's over here, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. It's the red area here. So we're going to define the growing zone here. I'm going to say, I don't know, 8x8. 6x6. Let's do 6x6. With a bit of a gap between each of them. 6x6. Another 6x6. This should be good. And another one. Okay. Now that we have these, we're going to define what goes in it. So this right now is potato plants. So I don't think we can go with potato plants. But I think certain things that we may want to go for are... I know that we're eventually going to have to go with heal root. Because heal root, we're going to run... I know we're going to run out of first aid. Okay, so we're going to do one heal root. One heal root. We're going to do potato. We're going to do rice. What is this one set at right now? Corn and potato again. Is that all we have? Yes, that is all we have. Okay. I'm also... No, I didn't want to do that. Cancel that. I want to cut orders. Cut plants. No, cut down trees. Chop wood. I'm going to chop the wood in this area here. Chop all this wood. All right, so whenever they get a chance, based on the priorities that we've set, they're going to start doing this work. So we don't really have to worry about much right here, except for the mining. So what I like to do for the mining is I like to set like one area here and then make a room. I don't know how big the rooms usually are. I'll do like 5x4. I don't know if that's big enough. I know they like to be bitchy and complainy, because if they don't have enough room, let's do 5x4. If they don't like the size of the room, they start, getting moody. That's another thing we need to worry about. So you look over here, get your social aspect of it. They have... No, that's the social. Where is it? Needs. Here it is. So this sets their mood. So there's a -3 for in darkness, 8 without table, ugly environment. So ugly environment is one thing that really never goes away because we're digging. However, the rest of this, very low expectations, whatever. Okay, that's fine. So based on this here, I think we may be able to survive. What time of day is it? Okay, it's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now, so we're okay. If they can keep digging in here, I'd be very happy. I'm going to set some more orders here. Mine some more over here. We're actually going to go ahead and craft another one of those rooms. Actually, we're going to do it right here. 5x4. 5x4 right here. And then another one here just because I have a feeling we're going to probably get another guest. Somebody else in our room. Alright, that's fine. Keep digging in there. You know what? Cancel this. I don't want them digging too far. Focus on the other stuff, guys. Come on. Alright, so this is growing. This is growing. This is good. Maybe we can go a little bit faster. There we go. Before it gets too late, though, I wanted to define areas and it's sleeping areas. Where is this? Where is this? Structures. Is it structures? No. Furniture. Here we go. Sleeping spot. 1, 2, and 3. Major break. What happened here? These colonists are in a very poor mood. Really? You just started. I like how they indicate who it is, though. What's going on now? Needs. Mental break already? Alright, so you get mental breaks. They kind of just walk around. They take their clothes off. They go kind of crazy-ish. But I'm not too sure why it happened so soon. I guess that's the randomness of it. It's not really random, but... Anyway, so everybody else here is essentially going to be coming back here to grab some food. What is this? This is a knife, so that's going to have to go with Herdina. Social... What can she do? She can do melee pretty good, so we can give her a knife. I'm actually going to unforbidden this. And you're going to equip that. Oh, I didn't want you to wake up right away. What was this? So that's the pistol. He just dropped everything. Dropped his clothes. Walking around naked. You know, no shame. No shame at all. It doesn't matter. Can't believe that started so early, though. That's crazy. Wandering around in a psychotic state. Final straw was hideous environment. I mean, geez, dude, come on. I mean, your spaceship just crashed, and you're already just losing your shit. I mean, you're not going to survive here very long. I really hope you do survive, though, but you're not going to survive here very long, I don't think. All right, let's fast forward this night. Can't do much about the days, though, so we're just going to wait for him to get out of it. What are these? It's a pair of pants. Yep. Nice pants. You got rid of the pants there. We're eventually going to have to build defenses, so we can probably eventually build a wall over here and, like, something right here. Not too worried about the rest of it. Forbidding doors. You can forbid doors so colonists and tame animals won't go through them. Yeah, yes, I do remember that. We're not quite at that point yet, though. But we will want to construct some other things. Production. No, we're not there yet. Structure. We'll build doors at some point. Actually, you know what? Might as well just construct the doors now. 1, 2, 3. Should have probably rotated those, huh? I can't rotate the doors. Oh well, doesn't matter. Those will get constructed as soon as they can. Who has the orders for constructing things? Construct. It's our crazy days guy, so that's not really helpful. Is he still in the days? Where is he? Where are you? You're gonna get killed up here. Yeah, he's still in the days. You know what? I think that's it's gonna be far enough for this episode right now. I don't understand why he's just so depressed and crazy. He'll be out of it soon. I hope. I have no idea. Anyway, that'll be it for this first episode. Everything is set up, and we're gonna gradually progress into building our colony over here. Hopefully, Blitz over here can settle down. See if I can rename them too. I don't even know if I can rename them. Character, can I? Oh yes, I can. So I'll be renaming them as well. So hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. That really helps the channel out. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.